beech and oak forest, I'm starting to appreciate the chemicals that trees produce. Now, I've always known that trees produce these chemicals to ward off insect pests and even attract certain vectors, certain animals and insects that can spread their seed. But there's lots of research recently into the terpenes and diterpenes that different trees produce. And I was in a pine forest and a cedar forest this morning, and at these temperatures, you can really begin to feel the effects of these terpenes if you learn how to appreciate them. And it just reminds me as well that really it's not just the green of trees, and it's not just the structure of the trees that's interesting and that calms humans down, but it's also the chemicals that they produce. And if you go to different forests at different times of day, when the temperature is high and when the temperature is low, you get a different olfactory confection of just pure beauty. If you go to different countries as well, where they have different temperatures, because these chemicals they vaporize and become detectable by our olfactory sense, our nose, and our taste and whatever. They vaporize at different temperatures, and also, I mean, you might think that you might be able to go to a forest in one country throughout the year at different times of the day and get all of those effects, but really you can't. You have to travel, because this time of year, for example, in the UK, we don't get these kind of temperatures. The temperature now is more than 21 degrees in the sun, in the shade maybe 16, and the leaves are still on the ground. So not only do we get the chemicals from the trees, we also get the chemicals coming up from the soil. These fungi that produce various chemicals to attract predators of their seed, and spread themselves around like the fungi. Truffle's a good example of how a fungus can move itself around just simply by attracting different species of animal, making itself attractive to them from an olfactory standpoint. But yeah, I mean, if you don't go to forests in other countries other than your own, you're really missing out on a lot of stuff, a lot of but really first you have to learn to appreciate your country's forest and spend a lot of time with trees. This is what I think. I don't know. Certainly, I'm in a beech forest and oak right now, and this is pure beech and oak. Very rare in the UK to have a forest of this size and a seed bank or a soil of this age. Practically, it's not practically untouched. I mean, it's less engineered than it is in the UK. In any case, these trees, beech and oak, the Fagaceae family, very interesting family of trees, and I have a lot of experience handling these trees. A lot of experience for my age anyway. And also smelling them. It sounds rather stupid, but these trees have a particular fungus associated with their roots, and I can smell this fungus right now, just simply because of the temperature here and the fact that the leaves here are still on the ground at this temperature, because of course the fungus travels through the leaf litter. And beech and oak, when you handle their roots, they have a particular smell to the roots, and you know if the roots are healthy by this smell. And that's the fungus, you know, and it is absolutely all over this forest. It's like a layer of beautiful fumes. I mean, look at this. How lucky am I? Super cool. So get yourself out and traveling and going to different countries and seeing their forest, because it's not just their cities and their people that are interesting and culture and things like that, but it's also their forest and their different management strategies that they've employed managing forests, because it's not the same in every country.